Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to my channel. I know so many of you are thinking of starting a healthy new diet before schools reopen and go back to school in September. And in this video, I want to share with you some of my tips and tricks on how to actually start a new diet and how to stay consistent with it throughout the whole year. For more practical and research advice on how to become limitless in and outside of school, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell buttons for more weekly videos. By the way guys, my name is Sepia and I'm the founder of Helix Academy in Toronto, and the reason I made this video is because after I lost 40 pounds and I became healthier in general, I'm just a happier person. I'm more positive, I have more energy, I'm more motivated, and it has become my passion to share my secrets, my experience, and the results of my research over the years with everyone around me. So if you're excited, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and let's get started. I'm sure you guys have heard it all before. It's not about the diet, it's about the lifestyle. But how do you actually transition to this crazy lifestyle that everybody's talking about? I'm sure you've tried it. I've tried it many times and I've failed at it miserably. But here is the solution. The solution is for you to really understand it is almost impossible to switch from having muffins in the morning to having egg white omelet because your diet says so. It doesn't work like that. You actually have to work on your brain. You have to develop discipline, and the way to do that is the way I'm going to explain to you in this video. Now, there's always an underlying reason on why we eat the way we do. It could be one, it could be a mix of a few of them together. It could be lack of knowledge, impulsivity, it could be stress eating, habitual eating, or emotional eating. Whatever it is, we need to find it, and in my future videos, I will focus a little bit more on the background reasons of it. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on impulsivity, lack of knowledge, and habitual eating. So when somebody gives you a diet, they basically give you a new lifestyle. You need to transform to this new identity who wakes up, who goes grocery shopping, comes and cleans and cooks. You know, it's just switching from the person you are right now to the person you want to be. It takes a while, and the diet is not a solution. We need to work our way gradually to that point. To give you a better example, going on a diet is just like quitting smoking cold turkey. Research has shown only 5% of people who attempt quitting cold turkey actually make it. One day when you're feeling down, you're gonna get that grocery store cake, you're gonna order that breakfast sandwich in the morning, and your bad habits are gonna start all over again, just like when you're gonna have a smoke when you go out with your friends, and the day after you're gonna have another smoke with your co-workers, and then it's just gonna be a bad cycle and you'll be buying packs in no time. So what we wanna do in this video and my future videos is to focus on not dieting, but to actually cleaning up our actual recent habits and building up on that. And make sure we stay consistent. In order to train your brain to do anything, it is possible, but it's hard. You have to recognize how hard it is to start eating healthy. And I'm just gonna make that a little bit clear here for you. Eating unhealthy is not just a habit that you could just get rid of, like brushing your teeth. It's actually a food addiction as well. For myself, it's been the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I've graduated from physics, and I've started a business from scratch, and I've dealt with a lot of personal problems. Losing weight and keeping it off has been the most challenging experience of my life. And I get it, it's really hard to see because when you go on social media, you see all these different people with crazy transformations in 2-3 months, and you know, you get really confused. You're like, okay, so if all of these people have done it, how come I can't do it? But that's not the case, because you have to realize that you are now exposed to so many people around the world. You need to stop comparing yourself with all of these people. You have to start comparing yourself with people in your circle only. Your classmates, your friends, and your family, not anybody else. And if you look around, there are not so many people around you, I promise you there aren't, that have actually lost a lot of weight or have really crazy healthy habits. So don't let that discourage you. So what is the solution for this if it's so hard to do? Don't worry, the only thing you need to do is to make this easy. And the way you do that, for example, let's say if you like having ice cream and you have one Magnum ice cream every single day after school. What I want you to do is to get the mini Magnum ice creams from tomorrow and start having the smaller one. Even doing that is hard, because when you have the mini ice cream, you're gonna start craving it and you're gonna wanna have another one. And you have to say no to yourself. And once you say no, your brain learns that you can't have whatever you ask for. So make sure you start from there and cut the portions down a little bit at first. Then you want to switch that to a different type of ice cream with lower calories. For example, I did popsicles. I hated popsicles. They just didn't taste good. I like that chocolatey taste in my mouth. So switching to popsicle was so hard for me. But I did it. I switched to popsicles. Then I switched to yogurts. I had some chocolatey yogurts. And then I switched to chocolate puddings. And then from puddings, I switched to zero sugar chocolate puddings. And then switched to fruits. And now all I eat for sugar is fruits. Now this process has taken me 3 years to build, and I still do crave sugar and ice cream sometimes. I am telling you, this is the only way to get rid of your cravings. Make sure you cut it down smaller and you find substitutes. In my program, I actually focus on different food substitutes for different food groups. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for my program to come out. One of the worst mentalities that has been passed down by our parents and the media is the fact that junk food is a treat. You've been given one body when you were born, and this body is your temple. If you have a Lamborghini, would you give it cheap fuel? You would give it the best fuel that is out there, correct? So for your body, which is the only machine that you're given when you were born, and you're gonna keep it for the rest of your life, what would you give it to? You would give it the best nutritious food that is out there. And junk food isn't a treat. So don't treat it as something good. Don't reward yourself for something good to a burger or a pizza. Now, I'm not saying don't have junk food. I sometimes indulge myself in fast food when I go out with my friends, or there's an event happening. If I'm having junk food, I make sure I hydrate, I exercise, and my body is completely ready to digest that bad food. So don't think of it like that. I have actually created a really neat program that lets you get rid of the bad food and add good nutritious food to your diet. I leave a link in the description below. You can just download it. It's free. It's at no cost to you. It actually helps you track your progress as you go on weekly. So make sure you download that and let me know what you think of it. Now, once you get rid of your old eating habits, then you're faced with the choice of choosing a diet that works best for you. Now, I've tried different types of diets like keto, I've tried low carb, carb cycling, and fasting. With choosing a diet, it's really important to find out what works with your lifestyle and what your goal is. If your goal is to maintain your weight, you have to make sure you consume the same amount of calorie that you burn. If you want to lose weight, you have to be consuming less calories that you burn. And if you want to gain weight, you want to consume more calories than you burn. So keeping that in mind, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because in my future videos, I will go in more details about these different diets and how to choose and pick them. If you haven't seen my video on how to boost your immune system before you go back to school, make sure you check out the cards here or in the description below. It's an awesome video and tells you what to add to your diet to stay safe during this crazy time. I'm so glad to have you visiting my channel today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do. Every subscription means so much to me. This is a new channel. It makes me more motivated to create more awesome videos for you. So please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button to never miss a weekly video from me. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.